morning, good morning. It is Saturday. Ooh, it's cold out there. Just open my window. Saturday, 8 o'clock. I didn't film it all yesterday. I'm gonna close that. Just because I vegged out yesterday, I'm not gonna lie. Spent a lot of the day on YouTube Shorts, which I'm not proud of, but that's besides the point. I did get some things done. I got like a flyer made for my coaching, so which I might like put in the description here if anybody's interested, anybody watching. But that was like one of my things on my goals was to one, get an app filled out, which I got done, and then market on like Instagram and YouTube. So I got some good stuff done yesterday, but most of the day was vegging out. So today's a new day. I think I'm gonna go on another run. It's a pretty nice day out. I think it'll be a good day like last week, last run. My fall colors are out. It's getting cold. Not much going on. This guy's yearning to go outside, so I should probably take him out soon. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. All right, out at the park with Benny, playing some ball, getting some running in. These mornings have been really beautiful. Like it's been cold as fuck out. You can kind of see my breath, but these mornings have been pretty nice. Little update on like the goals journal and stuff like that. I got some things crossed off. Like I got some of my coaching stuff crossed off, like making the app, and then marketing wise, I still feel like I haven't done enough to mark that off, just because like I made that flyer yesterday and stuff like that, and I've been talking about it a little bit more on YouTube, but I really don't feel like I can mark that off till I get kind of Instagram figured out and YouTube figured out, but that'll just come with time. Another thing that I have on that checklist, and it's like the last of the three, is to get certified. That's something I gotta look into, whether it's through NASM or I think it's ISSM maybe, or ISSA. I don't know, I haven't looked at them in a while. And honestly, for the longest time, I was like, I don't know why I would get certified. Just because, one, because certification doesn't mean shit. Like there's multiple personal trainers out there that work for your commercial gyms that have their certification, and yes, it allows them to legally work as a trainer, but it doesn't necessarily mean they know anything. And I really think having the knowledge is more important than certification. But to the general eye and the public eye, I think having that certification is just a good look, especially when someone is not like in the space or knows about the space. It looks really good on like say a resume. So that's the next thing to get checked off the list of things to do for coaching, and just taking these steps to completing goals. So yeah, so talking about steps towards completing goals is I blew my funded account this week. My first funded blew it, kind of was inevitable, but you know, I was pretty far down in drawdown, and then Wednesday there was news coming out, and I was wanting to trade news because it's a lot more volatile, see if I could get back out of drawdown, and I ended up just losing that account. So a little bummed about that, but then that same day I redeemed another one. I got another one because like the first day that I got that first funded account, they had like a server shutdown or something, and basically like everything shut down, so I couldn't even log into the account or nothing. So then the company that I'm doing the prop firm through, and they sent an email and they're like, we don't want this to represent our company, so here's one free redeem, which is like 50 bucks, and then also 40% off of your next combine account. So with that being said, Wednesday I redeemed that right away after I lost it, and I was like, fuck this, I'm not trading at work anymore. I'm gonna trade Asia Session. It can be a lot slower and just not as volatile, which sometimes it can screw you in ways where the market sometimes just does what they call consolidate and not have big moves, which can kind of cause you to hit your stop loss and stuff like that and kind of lose out on a lot of trades. But with that being said, Wednesday after work I took a trade, and that was my very first win on a prop firm account, which was like big. I didn't realize how much like discouragement I was holding having that first prop firm account and not doing well in those 2 weeks. But after that win, it was like an energy like left my body, and I was like, fuck yes, like finally a win. It was a very small win towards my profit goal, but it was still like, it was almost proof to myself, like, oh, okay, like I can make money in this. Like I can do this. So even though it's small, it was kind of just a big step, if that makes sense. And then the day after, Thursday, I got off of work, decided to trade again during Asia session, followed all my rules, stuff like that, took a good trade, and I took a $600 win, or it was like $650. So now that puts me up like 800 bucks towards my profit goal, which is like way better than being in drawdown where I was a week ago, 2 weeks ago. So yeah, so kind of on the ups and ups on trading. It could very well go the other way by next week, because that's just how it goes. Like you can lose money really fast. I mean, I've been risking like about $500 a trade. So if that Sunday rolls around when markets open back up for Asia session, and I do take a trade and I lose out, I'm probably going to stop there, but I'll still be what, like $300 up. So yeah, that's the plans for trading. Little update on trading, just another step towards my goals of what I want to achieve, and one of those goals is being a profitable trader. So just ticking little boxes. Got my first win on a prop firm ticked. Now I just need to pass the prop firm. That'll be another big win, even if I don't get to the payout. And then eventually the next step would be getting to a payout and starting to make money off this bitch. So we'll see. I just got to keep a level head. Psychology is big in trading, so that's why I got to keep in mind. So really, really nice out. So I'm looking forward to this run. So all right, I'll see you guys then. Annie, come here, bud. I think he hears a dog barking. What is that? What is that? What is that, bud? He just likes rolling around sometimes. Kind of a goofball. Running fit for the day. Fanny pack as always. Kind of a wild fit. I know, I feel like it's something I would usually wear to the gym, but it's like noon now. And it's pretty warm out. It's like 60 degrees, so I'm wearing sweats. We'll see how they go. Tarp might come off, we'll see. But yeah, I'm gonna go hit this run, put him away. I don't know why I haven't taken him, well, I know why I haven't taken him running with me, but he does this thing where when we start running, he likes to run alongside me and then jump in front of me. So there's been a couple times when we've been running, I full on bodied him because he just will be full sprint and he'll just jump right in front of me and we'll almost both go down. So we'll wait on that one, probably after a couple more runs to see if I'll take him with me. But yeah, fit for the day. See you guys on the run. Again, beautiful views. About like a mile and a half in. This one's been kind of a longer, more consistent run. I kind of like running around this park. But yeah, don't have much to say on this run. Probably just gonna keep running and then update you when I get back. So, yeah. All right, never mind. I found a little spot where, you know, it's not a lot of people. I get self-conscious when I'm filming, so something I did just do like between this morning is I joined like this live 3-day event with this guy that I've been watching, kind of learning how to trade, and a little iffy on it. It was like $100, and you know, I was like, well, I can get most of his info off of YouTube and like free information, and pretty much get all the same information. But I don't know, I went back and forth with it, and I think part of why I chose to do it is like how people talk about like investing back in themselves, like buying in. Like I'm spending that money to get more information and not necessarily on random shit. Like not necessarily that I buy new clothes, new shoes. I mean, my running shoes, I got holes in the toes. Like I'm very, what do you call it, frugal with a lot of my clothing and stuff. But this is something that, you know, I kind of want to put money into, even if it helps me or not. But if anything, getting more educated, getting more informed, and going over things that I might have already gone over, I don't think will harm me in any way. So I chose to do it. I did look at like getting like certified personal training. That's pretty expensive. It's about like $1,200, I think, total. And then they do like programs we can do $79 a month or something for their most basic, which I think I'll eventually do. But since I just did the trading stuff and all that and just put my money in different places, I might wait on that until next week. But it's something I definitely want to work towards, and that's one of the things that I want to check off my list. So yeah, I'm gonna keep running. Like you can see, I don't know if you can see it, but that's Boise over there. It's pretty cool trails back here, but that's like where I was at in the last clip. But yeah, I'm gonna keep running, keep it going. Tarps off. It's really nice out. It's like 60 degrees, so yeah. Just got back in from the run. I think it's the longest I've ran so far. I might, if I can figure out how to do it, put it right here. It was only about like a half mile more, but it was about 3.5 miles. I'm really enjoying that run around the park near here. I think it's just a really nice run. Yeah, it's got some good views, good breathing. I feel really good like running. I didn't think running once a week would like get my lungs under me, but I've definitely been feeling better each run. I'm not moving real fast. Like I think my average pace is like 10 miles or 10 minutes a mile, which is nothing crazy, but for me, not running for a long time, I think that's okay. So it's time to clean this fucking apartment. It's really dirty and I don't even want to show it, but yeah, time to clean this thing. Let me get him out a little bit again, and then need to work on some plumbing homework that I've been neglecting a little bit. I got a big drawing coming up in a couple of weeks that I gotta have done, and I haven't even started it. So yeah, gotta do my due diligence with the things that I don't necessarily want to do, but they gotta get done. So all right, what's up? It's Sunday after church. Just finished up at church this morning. I gotta go run some errands, go get some groceries, head back home, finish out some laundry, get some homework going, and then market's back open at 4 p.m. So I'm here a little bit early. It's around like, well, I came at 9:30, now it's like 10:45, so about an hour. But it was a super good message today. Again, like with Jesus, Sermon on the Mount, just him saying, you've heard this and this is what I say to you. And today was about the phrase, like, which I'm sure everybody's heard of, is like an eye for an eye or a tooth for a tooth. And you know, he says, this is what you've heard, an eye for an eye, but this is what I say to you. Say your enemy slaps you across the cheek, turn the other cheek to them, is basically like the premise in the book, in the verse, and is a really good message just about having the heart of God, and you're following him in a way to be like him. It's truly, you have to have a giving heart, and that's with the enemies or the people that harm you or do wrong by you. It's by truly just being open and having open arms. You know, when Jesus was put on the cross, and he was up on that cross and he prayed for all the people that put him on that cross. It wasn't, you know, I pray that all the wrath comes onto these people, and God, I pray that, you know, you ruin their lives. It was the prayer of, God, please forgive them because they do not know what they're doing. So in the same sense, that was kind of the message today, is like treating others in a giving heart rather than a hardened heart and a revengeful heart. And this can be, I mean, it can be a scale of things, but like for me, one that I was thinking of, just as little as like at work, my relationship with my journeyman. It's kind of like a big brother, little brother relationship, but there's been times where you know, there's a certain hierarchy in the trades and stuff, with someone being a journeyman and then someone being an apprentice. Oftentimes there can be times where he is just a smart ass through and through, And I have a hard time kind of taking some of that at times, and there's times where I do like retaliate, or he says something and I feel like I have to say something back. And just thinking back on that, oftentimes when I do end up saying something back, or I do end up retaliating, oftentimes the day kind of ends up worse, no matter if I was right or if he was right, or if I was wrong or he was wrong. The day would usually end up worse because it would cause higher tensions and honestly more weight on either of our hearts. But the times that I do remember of him saying something that maybe I didn't totally like, and me just accepting it and being okay, yeah, I understand that, you know, and almost turning that other cheek, right? If anything, the day got better. And it was better for the both of us. Like the day ended on a good note. So really just looking back on my own life, like that's some little reflection that I can see of being like, okay, that is tried and true. It's something that putting trust in God and knowing that's right, and knowing that's the way to walk, and just walk with a giving heart. So that was pretty much the message today. I did really appreciate that message. It was a good message today, and I've liked this whole sermon of the Sermon on the Mount, and them speaking about it and talking about it, because it was in the book of Matthews, is mainly where it is. And I just got through the book of Luke. So I read the book of Matthews, read the book of Luke, and now I want to read the book of John, and I'm getting through that. But I've read Genesis and Exodus as well. So slowly getting through like the meat and potatoes of this stuff. But yeah, ultimately a good message today. Don't got much going on today. I went to church a little bit earlier just because I want to get some stuff out of the way before I start trading today, because market's open. And yeah, so that's about it. That's all I got for this video. I know it's a little bit of a shorter one. But yeah, as always, I'll talk to you later, DJ.